It's the NFL on EA Sports, and if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Carolina Panthers and the Arizona Cardinals. All that and more coming up next.
The address is 347 Don Shula Drive in honor of the legendary coach. The stadium is Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens, Florida. The rain started earlier today. It hasn't let up much. It is going to be a wet one. Glad you're with us, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Nice and dry here in the booth. But Greg, you've been down on the field and played in one of these sloppy, wet, rainy games. What is it like?
Well, it depends what position you play. For the offensive defensive linemen, they love it. It's a little bit slower. The defense is a little bit slower to react to the ball. A lot more runs, less pass protection. So for them, they're thrilled. But for anybody who has to handle the ball on either side, offense or defense, this is a nightmare. You're stressing about what gloves, no gloves. Do I sometimes wear gloves? The quarterback, towel. There is a lot of conversations going on with the equipment guys in the locker room. Rain games for skill players are the worst.
On the return, it's Chuba Hubbard. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback.
And a strong start on the ground. He'll get 7 on the game's first play. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
The goal of every offense, Mike, is to find a way to establish a balance between the run and the pass. Some success here early on the ground will open up things as the game unfolds for the quarterback in this passing game.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Another run here with Hubbard. And he'll take this to about the 38-yard line. That's Dylan Johnson up from a safety spot to bring down. Here's a 2nd and 6. They put a receiver in motion to the left. On 2nd down, Young. Gonna set up the screen here to Hubbard. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's gonna set up 3rd down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
They'll try to run for it with Hubbard.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Here's Eddie Pinheiro now as the Panthers will try the field goal. Officially an even 50-yard attempt. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the Panthers are out to an early 3-0 lead.
And that's a good drive right out of the gate. They're able to make some plays, move the ball down the field. I know they didn't get a touchdown, but that is a good positive result.
Three points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. P.J. Dallas now to return. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. So out comes the Arizona offense for the first time. And here is Kyler Murray, the #1 overall pick in 2019 to lead them.
I just love watching Kyler Murray play quarterback, Mike, because it just reminds you that they come in all shapes and sizes. I mean, to be this small, but this fast and have that much arm talent, you just don't see that combination very often, let alone in the NFL. But we are now more than a year removed from that knee injury. I think he's ready to prove that he was worth that #1 overall pick just a few seasons ago, and he considers himself one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL now that he's fully healthy again.
Second and 7. From the shotgun, it's Murray. This pass is caught by Greg Gort. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself in your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
Going to work Connor in the middle here. And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up second down. They go play action with Murray. He'll get it into the hands of Zay Jones. A gain there of 15. It's good for Cardinals first down.
We spent so much time talking about these receivers. How fast do they run, Mike? How high do they jump? But so often, the guys that have the most success in the NFL, it's the mental part of the game. It allows them to create separation, find soft spots in the defense, attack defenders. It's exactly what he's able to do here, and really nice connection.
And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They'll go right back to Connor. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's 3rd down.
And with that run, Mike, even though it brings up 3rd down, it still keeps this offense in what they call a 50-50 downs. It means with the down and distance provided, you can call a run or a pass, and both are equal threats. And that's what makes it so hard for these defenses to defend those situations.
He's got his receiver. It's Jones.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that 3rd down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
On the give. This is Connor. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Murray now on 2nd down. He's going to, and he gets to the outside and takes it in. Kyler Murray, touchdown, Arizona. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs could be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Now the veteran Matt Prater for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cardinals move out to a 7-3 lead. So now Prater, after the touchdown, is out to kick it away. Raheem Blackshear on the return. And this will work out quite well. They'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. Trail by 4, touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Tremble comes in motion. On play action, Young. Now he'll run it. Good job breaking the pocket and going for 14 yards, and most importantly, a 1st down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the 1st down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Young hands it to Hubbard. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. They'll go again with Hubbard. Only a couple on that one. It'll set up 3rd down. run right over center with Hubbard. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Panther first down.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession, using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They face second down and 7. Tremble comes in motion. Throwing on second down, Young. Now he takes off. 10 yards on the scramble there. He picks up the first down. So after one, 7-3 is our score. And we're back to South Florida after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Young. That one complete to Leggett. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
To the right side, corralled by Fielder. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hand.
And he gets out wide. He'll go to the end zone. Jonathan Brooks. Touchdown, Carolina.
Now remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. So really solid drive from start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
On now, Eddie Pinheiro for the extra point. Through the rain, the kick is good. Panthers are on top. It's now 10-7. So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. Here comes DJ Dallas on the return. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Cardinals offense ready to take over for their second possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. We'll start this drive on the ground, and it's Connor. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Really nice job by the interior of this offensive line. It typically just takes one guy to distort the defense to give the back enough room to operate, and that's exactly what they did here, and it led to a big gain.
Now a second down throw for Murray. That throw short, caught by Lyman. And he'll get about 5 here as he's out of bounds with the first down.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
A short one here, caught by McBride. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
So often, the only way to combat the perfect blitz call is to beat the blitz with the ball. That's exactly what the quarterback does here. He's able to find his open man and get the ball out of his hand because he holds onto that ball for 1 count longer, and most likely was going to result in a sack.
On second down, here's a run with Connor. He'll manage only about 3, so it will bring up 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. That'll be taken in. It's Trey Benson.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a 4th down decision to make.
And this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Panthers offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. We'll see how they want to attack things here. Backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. Tremble comes in motion. Young to throw on 1st down. He'll find his tight end, Tommy Tremble. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Tremble comes in motion. On 3rd down, here's Hubbard. On 4th down, the longtime special teams ace, Johnny Hecker, on to punt. And on the return for the Cardinals, it's Greg Dortch. This returnable from inside his own 40. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. The Cardinals offense ready to get back to work. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. Three tight ends in the game to start the drive. Running here is Connor. And you'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. They'll go again here to Connor. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
I think this 2nd down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a 3rd down and short. But there's no need for 3rd down. He was able to get enough on 2nd, and they get a fresh set of downs.
Look at the 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Connor. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a 1st down.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. The throw on the run is complete. And the Cardinals are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Anytime you're facing a zone defense, you're working from your first progression all the way through. But when guys are open in this level, Mike, they don't stay open very long. So what they taught us as receivers, if you're open, stay open. And if you're not open, you better get open quick, because that ball is coming out.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he's going to be down close to the goal line. Good job defensively to make sure he did not get to the end zone.
Like, I love studying the NFL and just seeing the amount of ways NFL coordinators are able to get their running backs now involved in the passing game. They're kind of chess pieces. They can move them out in the slot. They can put them out wide, of course, out of the backfield. It's a big part of today's modern NFL.
No signal, and we will not get one. He stopped short, and now it's 3rd and goal.
The thing that stands out to me about this defense, Mike, is they just make you earn everything. They don't concede any downs. You see it here on this last play. Great job here. No gain. Force 3rd down.
They'll try and run with Connor. And he will not get in. The defense stands their ground, pushes him back, and they force 4th down. Two minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll come back to Miami after this. So instead of going for the 1st down, in comes the field goal unit. Bit of a surprise here. Raiders' kick is good. And the Cardinals will level the score at 10 apiece.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
All level at 10 as this one's kicked off. To return is Hubbard. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll see if they can go about breaking our tie. We're even at 10 as this drive begins, 1st and 10. They'll motion over Thielen. On 1st and 10, here's Young. He's going to run it. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. That's good for 27 and a first down.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
We call them safeties because they're usually the last line of defense, but not here. On this play, he's up there at the line of scrimmage attacking the offense, and he takes him down for a negative play.
Over the middle, he's got the gap, and he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
That last completion is going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
On 1st down is Young. And he might have waited just a bit too long there as he throws it incomplete. Looking to set up the screen, but the defense wouldn't give him the time.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
The Panthers will take their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Here comes 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, Young. He'll try to run for it. And Young will have a first down into the slide to avoid the contact at the end of the play. Back to throw. This one off the floor. And he's in. Adam Thielen. Touchdown, Panthers. Pinheiro on for the extra point. He gets it to go, and the Panthers go up by 7. It is now 17-10. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. A solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cardinals offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. Find themselves trailing 17-10 now as they come up with 1st down and 10. Now Murray. Quickly to the outside and complete.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Second down, Murray. He runs with it, and he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop, and the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. Set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. That's taken in by the running back, Benson. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down. Second down and 3. From the shotgun, it's Murray. That'll be taken in by Connor. And they'll whistle him down, but not before it picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Working from the shotgun, it's Murray. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
This one, not going to get there. From distance, it is no good. And they are not able to draw closer.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good, the hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. He's going to air this one out. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thank you. More from you and Drake in a moment. But for now, welcome one and all to our EA Sports Halftime Report. These two teams making their way back out of their locker room, so that means we're just about set for the second half. And to bring it your way, we go back out to Mike and Drake.
Coach, thank you. And the rain only intensifying as the teams are back out here for what figures to be a sloppy second half to come. The rain not letting up. It continues to be a factor here as we get back underway in the second half. Yeah, a good return as he takes it across the 30. The Cards offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Out of the gun, and the right with Potter. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Working out of the gun, Murray. Oh, he's going to be fouled up and taken down. They got him.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish an offensive rhythm, and after that 2nd down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Now, it's Murray. He'll try and get there on the ground. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short, and now it's 4th down.
And that's a pretty good effort here on 3rd and long. He had nowhere to go down the field. The defense is playing real soft. He pulls it down and did all he could, but he's still going to end up being short in 1st down.
The Cardinals line up for a punt. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. Look it up through the raindrops. No issue there, though. Fair catch, called for, and taken successfully. Panthers offense get ready for their opening possession of this second half. This will begin at their own 13-yard line, so work to do starting with this 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Young. Back into the hands of Hubbard. That was not what they were hoping for. He's going to go out of bounds behind the line. A loss on that one.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and result in a completion.
A 2nd down throw for Young. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And this will not help the cause. He's going backward. Tackled back at the 8.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, and
then continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second.
I've been in enough locker rooms in my day, Mike, and pretty much all of the messages are the same. We want to start the second half fast. We want to take the fight to our opponent. Well, snapping ball inside your own 5-yard line after that sack, I promise you, was not part of the speech. And if they're not careful, they're on the verge of surrendering 2 points.
On now is the punt team for the Panthers. As he'll be staying just inside the back line of the end zone. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. This offense and their running back heading back on the field. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the 3rd quarter. 1st and 10. Power run inside. Here's Connor. They're going to work this down inside the 45.
when the offense broke the huddle in a line, like I think everybody in the stadium knew this was going to be a run, but the offense is kind of saying, okay, line up, I dare you to try to stop us, and right now this defense has no answers.
First down throw. Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. And this is taken in by the defense. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with a turnover.
We see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
To throw is Young. Off he goes. And he'll get this forward for positive yardage as he covers up in the end.
Well, give him some credit. Initially, that looked like it was going to be a sack. He's able to escape the pressure and get away, picks up a little bit of yardage, but at least he avoids taking that shot.
Here's 2nd and 6. Tremble comes in motion. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. And a good effort there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
The motion man is Johnson. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. Out comes the Arizona offense. They get ready for their next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Murray. He'll get this out to his running back. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Look him up on the 2nd down and 8. Here's Murray to throw. He'll tuck it and take off.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage is the 31 as they line up 1st and 10. On the handoff, heading left is Connor. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. He'll set up 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Murray. Open man is Marvin Harrison Jr.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
A couple of 1st downs to start this drive. They're 1st and 10 up at the 42. Back to throw is Murray. Taking off, and he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. On the give, this is Connor. And he'll get about 4 on that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down. They'll go right back to Connor. And the D closes quickly. He stopped after a gain of a yard. Jordan Fuller in that time for the stop. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll run with Connor. The defense all over this one. They get him behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a couple.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss.
On 3rd down, Murray. That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down.
Pretty clear approach here, Mike. You're just trying to take advantage of the size of your tight end versus a smaller defender, and you're just saying box him out, go up for an offensive rebound, and get the ball at its highest point. In this case, it falls incomplete, but if they continue to get that matchup, this quarterback's not going to shy away from giving his big tight end a shot.
So now, out comes the offense, led by their quarterback as they take over once again. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go. He's turned a number of those into big plays. Here's 1st and 10. Tremble comes in motion. This drive begins with a run by Hubbard. Look at him stay on his feet as he's able to shimmy his way for a gain of about 5. They'll break auto. It's 2nd and 5. Tremble comes in motion. Young fires quick. That's Thielen. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the first down. A pickup of 8.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chain by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Young hands it to Hubbard. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Now a 3rd and 2. So, 3 quarters now in the books. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now. And we get to 3rd down. We'll try to run for it with Hubbard. And that's going to be enough for a first down, taking this to the 34.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? This is 3rd and short. Just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the first down, and they're able to convert.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. Tremble comes in motion. On 1st down is Young. That one complete if Ian Thomas. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's not the big play they were hoping for, but first down efficiency, staying ahead of the chains, is what every offense is trying to find, and it brings up a manageable 2nd down.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll run it here with Hubbard. Through the run, past midfield. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
This running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. They'll go again with Hubbard. And we'll get down to around the 42. Here's a 2nd and 9. Another run here with Hubbard. And he'll get 4 on this one, down inside the 40-yard line now. 3rd and 5. Out of the shotgun, Young. That one into the hands of Thielen. He's got it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
You just can't ask for better protection than that, especially on 3rd down. Clean pocket, tons of time for the quarterback to work through his progression, and at this level, if you give quarterbacks that amount of time, chances are they're going to find somebody downfield.
That's to the sideline, taken in by Thomas. And he is on the trot, stepping out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. That's a loss of 3 on the play.
Well, you know, Mike, if I had to guess, I'd say that's probably not what they had in mind when they called that play, but those guys in defense, they felt like they knew what was coming from the start, and they got to him in a hurry.
On 2nd down, Young. Short one there, caught by Tremble. And they'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot.
This may look like a simple catch. It might just pitch and catch, but I can promise you the amount of time these two guys have spent together on the practice field, in the meeting rooms, just getting on the same page, seeing the game through the same set of eyes, it makes what's pretty difficult seem a lot easier.
Open man, left side, he's got it. He's going to have enough for a first down. He's out of bounds after a gain of 5.
At this point in the game, Mike, it really starts coming down to the number of possessions, so that's a huge first down conversion. Fresh set of downs. Now, the balance is stay aggressive and maintain the ball, but also start working this block.
And a nice run. Get him about 9. It'll bring up 2nd down. The throw is Young. Now, and he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. Bryce Young, touchdown Carolina. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it, once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
Now Pinheiro to add on the extra point. He's got it. Panthers move out to a 24-10 lead. So now after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. On the return, it's Dallas. And he'll work this one past the 25, to about the 28-yard line. This team's offense ready to see what they can do. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with first and 10. Now Murray. He'll try to work the screen with Connor. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on his pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Let's take that screen play, fill in the back of their head.
Oh, he taken in by Connor. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Can certainly look a little improbable right now, Mike, but I wouldn't say impossible. I think they've got to capitalize on this possession to pick up some points. Every single possession right now is priceless. Points, possessions, and then they've got to get some defensive stops.
Now he'll run it. And they get him to the ground, but he's all the way down to the 35-yard line.
They got to do a better job of keeping quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with the rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Murray, now to throw on first down. He'll get this one to his safety valve, complete. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Second and a yard. That's caught left side by Ryman.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Zay Jones, touchdown Cardinals. Greg, they are packing away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach. Opponents come back off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision. Down 8, going for 2. Toss play. It's Connor. Trying to push the pile forward. He need to get to the 1-yard line. They stop him short. No gain.
I don't love the call. All week you practice these got-had plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down near the goal line that could also be used as 2-point plays. I think to simply turn around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick away. To return is Hubbard. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out and take over for their next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. From the gun, it's Young. That's caught over the middle by Thomas. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. Craig and I back for the conclusion. In a moment, here's 2nd and 2. Shotgun snap, and the run, here's Hubbard. And that'll be a gain of 2 and a first down. On the give, it's Hubbard. And that'll be a pickup of 3. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. About 54 to go. They face 2nd down and 7. Young gonna get it to Brooks. And he'll take this ahead for a gain of about 5. And here comes 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. He finds the big tight end, Trimble. Down the right sideline. And he will go all the way. Tommy Trimble. Touchdown, Panthers.
And that should all but put this one away, Mike. And we've had some big plays throughout this game, but none bigger than that one right there. They score on the long touchdown, and that makes this a 2-possession game here late.
Pinheiro on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Panthers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So now after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. On the return, it's Dallas. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. This offense ready for their next possession, led by their running back. They need to start making some inroads here, down 2 scores, as they begin this drive with first down. From the shotgun, it's Murray. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down.
You can tell the quarterback has built a lot of confidence in his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit. Even though he was able to get outside the pocket, they were able to chase him down and bring down for a sack.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
It's one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what they do, they bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. At the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now Murray on 3rd and long. That one a bit high, but it's complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation. That's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A great pass rush is like a closer in baseball. When you bring them into the game, it's all but over. It's exactly the case here. It doesn't result necessarily in a sack, but it was the hit that altered the throw just enough to end that play before it started.
Throwing again is Murray. And caught downfield by McBride. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. Make the job done in the air. Greg, that is a play we see often. It's also a play we see work very often.
Mike, that 4 vertical route, it puts a ton of pressure on the secondary. But in order to do that, you have to give your quarterback time for those receivers to get downfield. Give credit to the offensive line. That's exactly what they did. They're able to take advantage for the strike.
And now the 9-point game, so they'll go for just 1 here. The kick here is good, so they are back within a possession. That gets it down to an 8-point game. They need a late recovery to have any chance. Here comes the onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
That was the last shot. They've got no timeouts left. Now the offense can just simply come take the field. Best play in football, Mike. Victory formation. Take a couple knees. Get on with the win.
So now this team's offense ready to take over once again. Have a short field, looking to build on the lead. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Victory formation here, as he's down to a knee. So it's over. It's a win for the Panthers. It was a game played in a driving rainstorm, but they would not let the field or the conditions deter them in any way. Going to come away from here with a well-earned victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Bye.